Shalom. For the first time in more than 3 years, I'm not going to speak to you about this week's Torah portion in my YouTube message to you. Instead, I want to speak to you about our national election, which was held this week. I think I speak for most of us when I say I'm glad it's over. All of the negative advertising, the incessant robocalls, the endless campaigning were enough to give anyone a headache, regardless of his or her political affiliation. After all of the arguing, after $2.5 billion spent in advertising, after the debates, nothing much has changed. Barack Obama is still the President of the United States. The Republicans control the House of Representatives, and the Democrats control the U.S. Senate. What are we to make of this? What was the message of the American electorate in this election? Neither side won what could be called a clear mandate. And certainly, and again I think I can speak for most of us, Americans are tired of all of the bickering and the gridlock in our national government. So why did Americans vote to keep the status quo? Perhaps it was to tell our leaders that there are good ideas on both sides of the aisle, and that the time has come for Republicans and Democrats to listen and to learn from each other. Compromise is needed to meet the challenges that face our nation. And we want our leaders to find consensus, and that's not always an easy thing to do. But the truth of the matter is we cannot afford another 4 years of bickering and name-calling. The problems we face are simply too great to allow for that. We have to stop demonizing each other. By and large, the people that you disagree with are neither stupid nor evil. They just see things differently. We all have to give at least a little, even if that means compromising some strongly held beliefs and principles. A democracy is like a family. Nobody gets everything he wants. In the Talmud, we read of the passionate debates between the house of Hillel and the house of Shammai. Some have classified the house of Hillel as a liberal voice within rabbinic Judaism, and the house of Hillel as a conservative voice. God spoke of these competing voices, saying, Elu ve'elu divrei Elohim chayim. These and these are the words of the living God. If our elected officials would only adopt that conciliatory tone in their discussions, our country would certainly be blessed. It's my prayer that we stop thinking of each other as liberals or conservatives, Democrats or Republicans, and start seeing each other as simply fellow Americans. We must listen to each other with open minds and open hearts. We must insist that our leaders conduct the nation's business in a civil manner. We must insist that our leaders put solutions ahead of ideologies. The season of politicking has come to an end. It is now the season of problem solving. May God bless the United States of America, its leaders, and its people. May we always remember that we are one people, responsible for each other. Shabbat Shalom.
أبا شمعون كن بعوني لا دعيتك عينني أبا شمعون كن بعوني